We asked the world's most advanced AI reasoning engines to calculate how many house cats it would take to defeat a grizzly bear. And after crashing 3 supercomputers, 2 of which emerged from their blue screens meowing, we've finally arrived at our answer: 628 cats. The machines ran combat scenarios for a week straight before one finally achieved sentience, just long enough to ask, "Have you people ever actually met a cat?" and promptly deleted itself. In the forest corner, weighing in at 850 pounds of "I made a terrible career choice," we have the grizzly bear, nature's way of saying, "What if we gave anxiety issues an excavator?" And scattered across reality like quantum particles having an existential crisis, we have 628 cats, each one treating this apex predator with the same level of respect they show a houseplant. Absolutely none. The engagement begins with what military strategists call the great inconveniencing. While the bear scans for obvious threats, approximately 200 cats initiate their standard "if I fits, I sits" protocol at the worst possible moments and positions. The bear, who planned on a quiet morning of salmon fishing and scaring hikers, instead finds itself playing an unwitting game of "the floor is cats." Phase 2 activates as the first assault teams launch what experts dub Operation Gravity is more of a suggestion. The bear attempts its tried-and-true intimidation stance, only to discover that showing off one's full height to cats is like putting up a free climbing wall sign at a feline gym. 80 cats immediately interpret this as a personal challenge, scaling the bear like their ancestors' honor depends on it. The bear's first defensive swipe, normally enough to send wolves rethinking their life choices, encounters a fundamental problem. You can't hit what doesn't respect physics. Cats flow around the bear's paw like angry mercury, somehow occupying all spaces at once while simultaneously being exactly where the bear doesn't want them. By minute 2, we witness what scientists call the Great Bamboozling. The bear discovers that while it may have mastered fighting wolves, nothing prepares you for opponents who regularly win arguments with furniture. Each counterattack just creates new problems, like trying to solve a Rubik's Cube that actively dislikes you. The turning point arrives when the specialized 3 AM Zoomies Squad initiates their signature move. One moment, the bear is fighting off coordinated attacks. The next, it's surrounded by 628 cats simultaneously experiencing what can only be described as a collective midnight madness at 2 p.m. It's like being the centerpiece in a furry particle accelerator. As exhaustion sets in, the bear learns the hard way that while it may be the forest's heavyweight champion, it never trained to fight opponents who think knocking over a 850-pound predator is just another Thursday activity. Right between sleep for 15 hours and stare at wall, the end comes not with a roar, but with what sounds suspiciously like a bear muttering, "I should have been a koala." As it finally collapses, several cats immediately claim its unconscious form as the world's largest heating pad. Next week, how many cats would it take to operate a commercial airline? The FAA has preemptively said no.